So, hello Mirosław Bałka, you are here today for the opening of your exposition, Marges, in the Frac Centre. Could you tell us a bit more about this experience you are imposing to the public who come here in the Frac Centre?
Everybody has a different experience, so I don't like to talk about experience, because I think that what is privilege of art is that experience of everybody is different. So I'm not going to tell you what kind of experience do you have, because it's always fake information in some way.
So it's for each person to have his own experience in this passageway. Can you tell us maybe more about this idea you had about the passage? Yeah.
Yes, about idea I can tell you. The idea was to build the corridor, which is in some way in the relation to the floor plans walls of the space, but it's a little bit smaller. And you enter to the space, you followed kind of the corridor of 2 meters high, and then you leave this corridor. So you are in the space and of the frac, but also you are in the space of nowhere. So it's hard to make the definition of the space in this sculpture.
In your work, you often use your own body as a reference for dimensions. Here, I think you used the dimensions of the entry door from the Frac Centre. Why is the human body so important in your work?
It's good that you reminded me that I used the size of the doors, because I already forgot, because a long time ago I made this proposal. No, I think that working with the universe, we have to find some measurements, and I think the best measurements of the world for everybody is his own body, things which are more common to us, which we can describe without too many words. So that's why from a very long time I'm trying to be close to the dimensions, possibilities and limits of my body. And it's the same here.
So you're talking about limit. It is true that the human body is a limit to our experience. What about the collective, the group? If you experience this installation with other people, where is the limit in the group, in the collective?
It's hard to say about group, because I'm always trying rather to be by myself. When I see a crowded restaurant, I don't enter. When I travel by train, I'm looking for the empty compartment. So I try to be actually on the margin of the things, which is also, I was building the title for this exhibition. I was trying, the idea was the visitor who will see this exhibition, because I think once you know what is the title and when you experience this sculpture, then you can try to glue these two things, the real experience, which is hard to describe in the words, and then the title, which for me is a kind of the frame or suggestion which I'm giving, advice for the thinking visitor. But of course it's a lot of visitors who are very fast and they don't have time, they just run through and that's it. So, but the definition of the subject of merging always interested me in life, in art and in the philosophical way. So I think that it works very well with the sculpture installation which is in the Frac, or no?
Also, in your work, you often use reminiscence of the human body as hair or ashes or salt. Why did you use salt in this installation?
Yeah, I mean, salt became a kind of the trademark of myself, but I'm using it from quite many years, but in different contexts. And it has the last element of this different context is the ocean or the dry ocean. I mean, it's much more related with the human being activity during the life, which can be sweat or tears. But I said this so many times, so when I'm saying this, I can't do it any longer with emotional way. However, I think these are the weak side of the human body activity. Yes, we are sweating, which is not nice for the definition, so we shouldn't sweat, or we have to do everything to hide our sweat. So salt is a kind of the dry sweat, tears, also the emotional things. So these are the things which actually, also the salt is the material which is also in some way pushed on the margin of our life. Yeah? We don't like the strays. We don't like in the winter, I don't know how it's in France, but sometimes in heavy winter they put the salt on the street.
Yes.
Later you have a white edges on your leather shoes and you don't like it. But you have a margin on your shoes made by salt in some way.
Okay, so it's for everyone now to come here and experience this installation. Thank you very much for your interview. Thank you.
Thank you.